This is a hazardous tree with that hanger there. Ideally, we're going to find out, look for what habitat there might be. We are currently working with John's Lynn Group and Bushfire Recovery Victoria to undertake the storm and flood cleanup from the events of June earlier this year. We worked with the arborists to undertake the assessments of the trees that they consider to be hazardous, so whether the tops have been ripped out of them, they've got hangers in there that could fall out at any time, the trees have been dislodged from the ground. Once the arborist has done their assessments, we come along and do a fauna assessment, looking at different types of fauna habitat and making an assessment about potential fauna that might be in those trees, so that we try to minimise the impacts when the works come to be done to make those trees safe for the customers. Something like that could very well be used by a brush-tailed possum or something. They're looking at a number of parameters for each tree. If they've identified the tree as having hazardous features or as a hazard itself, they put a little aluminium tag with a number on it, and that relates to the site that they're working on. We'd mark that up as a potential habitat for something to keep an eye on. As the arborists are working on the trees, we're looking for animals. There's a range of different procedures based on what the animals are. We had a magpie nest. There was magpie chicks in the nest. The tree climbers removed the nest and brought the nest to the ground. We then took the nest with the inhabitants out to the Healesville Sanctuary Animal Hospital. Other animals that we might simply just pick up and move out of place. So we might find things like frogs or blue-tongued lizards or things like that we can able just pick up and relocate on the same property without moving them away. If the trees aren't coming down, it's primarily just to safeguard what's there while they're pulling snags out. We can undertake a process where we take out the hazardous parts, leave the trunk of the tree, which is in some cases providing the major habitat for those birds and other animals to nest and breed. We do what we can to undertake a program where the fauna are looked after.